Where there's smoke, there's often fire. And when it comes to mythological places, there might be more to a lot of them than just stories. Tales of advanced cities, homes of the gods, and heroes of legend are often based in reality. So, let's see if we can separate the facts from fiction. Top 10 Best presents Top 10 Mythological Places that might have existed. 10. Troy. The site of a brutal 10-year war between the ancient Greeks and the Trojans was always thought to have been a story only. Described in Homer's, no, not that one, epic Greek poem, the Iliad, the Trojan War gave us legendary heroes like Achilles and Hector, and the infamous beauty of Helen of Sparta, whose face launched 1,000 ships. Legends and stories, that is, until archaeologists in the late 1800s uncovered the remnants of Troy in northwest Turkey. I wonder if they found a wooden horse there too. 9. Atlantis. The lost city of Atlantis, a utopian city created by a race of half-god and half-humans, was first discovered by the Greek philosopher Plato around 360 BC. Built using advanced technology, this great civilization made its home on a group of islands in the shape of concentric circles, with the center island being the home of the magnificent palace of Poseidon. However, after succumbing to greed and their lust for power, the gods destroyed Atlantis and its inhabitants in a cataclysmic event, sending the remnants of the civilization beneath the waves. Sounds like a fairy tale, right? Well, explorers and scientists have often argued about where the real-world location of Atlantis could be, with the frontrunners including the island of Pharos, near Gibraltar and the Pillars of Hercules, or under the islands of Santorini. Better get your scuba gear on. 8. Mount Olympus. The home of the 12 ancient Greek Olympian gods, Mount Olympus has long been a well of myths and legends. Said to have been created after the Olympian gods defeated the older gods, the Titans, Mount Olympus is the home of Zeus's palace, from where he ruled over the entire world. Sounds pretty mythical, right? Well, Mount Olympus actually exists. A ring of 52 separate peaks and gorges, with the highest being one of the highest mountain peaks in Europe. Mount Olympus is said to always be shrouded in clouds. Who knows, maybe if you climb to the very top, you'll meet Zeus himself. 7. El Dorado. The legendary lost city of gold, El Dorado, supposedly lies somewhere hidden in the jungles of South America. Many treasure hunters have lost their lives trying to find the city built from solid gold, but no one ever has. Why not? Well, it turns out that there might have been a slight mistranslation. The golden one, El Dorado, wasn't actually a place according to some South American myths, but a person. He was a ruler so rich that he covered himself in gold every morning and washed it off in a sacred lake every evening. Guess those conquistadors were paddling down the wrong river after all. 6. Zerzura. A gleaming white city full of treasures hidden deep in the Sahara, ruled over by a sleeping king and queen, and guarded by black giants. Definitely sounds like a story, right? Despite thousands of treasure hunters failing to ever find the oasis, one group of European explorers believed they came across it. West of the Nile, they found an oasis formed by 3 green valleys as the legends foretold. However, they never found the gleaming white city. Maybe the secrets are still hidden beneath the sands. 5. Shangri-La. Shangri-La first appeared in the novel Lost Horizon by British author James Hilton, in which he described paradise on Earth hidden within the Tibetan Himalayas. Of course, this has to be pure fantasy if it was written by an author, right? Whilst no one has found the exact location of Shangri-La, there are several communities hidden within the snow-capped peaks of the Himalayas that claim to be the inspiration for the paradise, so maybe it's just a matter of time before it's found. 4. Oracle of Delphi. Another ancient Greek myth takes our next spot on the list, the Oracle of Delphi, a place of worship for the god Apollo. The ruins of this ancient temple can be found today on the slopes of Mount Parnassus. What makes this temple legendary, though, isn't the stones and columns. Here, a single priestess, called the Pythia, would communicate directly with the god Apollo by inhaling the mystic fumes coming from within the mountain. It would answer questions asked, often in gibberish and riddles. Scientists believe that the gas emanating from the fissures in the mountain might have contained mixes of mind-altering substances, causing hallucinations and seizures if inhaled, which fits with the stories. Guess it might be possible to still talk to the god Apollo then. 3. Camelot. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, riding forth from their castle in Camelot, a legendary story that has been told thousands of times, with wizards, dragons, and a magical sword pulled from a stone. Well, it turns out that it might not be all myth and legend after all. The figure Arthur may have actually been a British leader who fought against invading Anglo-Saxons in the 5th century, and over the course of 12 separate battles, beat the invading armies and saved his land. And what about Camelot? Well, in the English county of Somerset, there lies an old fort called Cadbury Castle, but that was previously known as Camelot. Following a famous dig in the 1960s, archaeologists found evidence of fortifications stretching back to almost 6,000 years ago, with a more recently built city somewhere in the 5th century. Coincidence? 2. Hanging Gardens of Babylon. One of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the Hanging Gardens of Babylon were glorious to behold. Built by King Nebuchadnezzar for his wife because she missed the green hills and valleys of her homeland. This towering structure reached almost 100 feet into the air and featured multiple tiers with exotic flowers, plants, trees, and even little streams running through it. Despite its size, it's the only one of the 7 wonders whose location has not yet been found. So, did it exist? The most common theory is that it was actually constructed by an Assyrian king for his palace in Nineveh, not Babylon. Recent archaeological digs near Nineveh have found over 80 kilometers of canals and aqueducts used to carry water to the palace gardens, with evidence of advanced water-raising screws to lift water high up into the air. Who knew the warlike Assyrians loved flower power? 1. Sodom and Gomorrah. Stories don't get bigger than the Bible, and the twin cities Sodom and Gomorrah are certainly the center of one of the most infamous tales. Coming in at number 1 this week are the 2 cities destroyed by God because of their wickedness. Destroyed with sulfur and fire, the 2 cities and their inhabitants were utterly annihilated, with nothing remaining afterward. Sounds pretty crazy, but a set of 2 city ruins near the Dead Sea in Israel might hold the answer. An earthquake hit the region around 1900 BC, which may have released underground petroleum and other gases. These gases can spontaneously explode, leading to the sulfur and fire and the utter destruction of the cities. We'll let you make your minds up about that one. We hope you've enjoyed watching this top 10 best list, and please like and subscribe to catch all of our newest and greatest videos. As always, if you have any suggestions for future top 10 lists, comment down below, and who knows, maybe you'll see your name and idea come to life in the near future. Thanks for watching.